course at St. Andrews, and you know the old course is old when the new course is 100 years old. You know you're in a place that is bathed in history.
Yeah, the fact that they can't really figure out who exactly designed the old course, it just evolved. And the true, if you look at a scorecard, the fact that you go out and in, it's designed purely around St. Andrews because 9 holes are out, then you turn around in the loop and come all the way back to the clubhouse. So the amazing thing is you actually can, if you get lucky, play 9 holes with the wind behind you, and if fortunately with the tide it turns, you can get 9 holes with the wind at your back as well. Whoops, Rich, this is way offline.
Oh yeah, get down. That one is gone. OB. Third shot now after having gone OB.
That's fine.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing to say the least.
This is a good-looking shot. It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. And that gives him the hole.
And a great start.
Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but left is always the safe side of the golf course. This the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. 110 yards to the flag. Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, sort of Djokovic or Federer, or, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, the beauty of golf, we can go out in a golf course. We decide what our handicaps are on the first tee. We decide who's going to get strokes, and then off you go and play. And you play on a level playing field.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
If he makes it, he wins the hole. He wins the hole. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. That will be a great look at birdie. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. I really love the caddies at St. Andrews, wisecracking old-timers. Guy hits a shot hard into a gorse bush on the left, and he turns to the caddy and says, "Is that okay?" And the caddy says, "Does it look okay? Hit another one." Another instance, Guy was stuck between two clubs. 6-iron, 7-iron, 6-iron, 7-iron, back and forth. Finally, he chose the 7-iron, hit it about 15 yards in the ground, and the caddy looked at him and said, "I guess we'll never know, laddie, will we?" He's made it. Frank now at the fourth hole.
Yeah, long par 4, two choices, whether you game enough to drive it down the right or down the left, which is a much wider piece of fairway. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
These putts keep the round together. How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. That's cruel, that. Hole's round. Ball's meant to go in.
See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. And that gives him the hole. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Hole number 5 of the first par 5 we've seen today. This fairway looks like it narrows quite a bit, Frank. Are you thinking eagle when you step up onto the tee?
Well, you could, especially if you've got a little bit of breeze behind you, but it's quite wide in the driving area with the exception of those 3 bunkers on the right that just sort of pop out. But if you can get it past those, this par 5, very reachable.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Good contact, good result. This has really been impressive. High level of golf today, putting on a clinic out there. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Second shot coming out of the rough here. crucial eagle attempt on the way. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Pretty good stroke right there, just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
If he makes it, he wins the hole. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Beautifully done. That's a birdie. Now to the 374-yard par 4/6, another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just be very careful of the wind conditions here because that'll affect the strategy off the tee, but bunkers left and right to be avoided. After that good tee shot, Rich, it's time to take full advantage of it.
Well, this is one where he can really go after the whole location and maybe think about making birdie. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Setting up for an approach shot here. This is a 19-foot putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
He can win the hole on this putt. He wins the hole. And at last, he has made a birdie.
And what can he do from here, though? Is that the start of something? It looks like it is. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. And he has it for birdie. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Good putt. Standing on the tee at the par 3 8th here at the Old Course. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
One of the biggest greens on the golf course. It looks flat, it looks like it's easy, but once that flag gets on the left side, this is when the hole becomes a little bit more difficult. It's very easy to take this hole for granted. Very hard to hit it close, though.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close.
Really. This is that awkward length.
There you have it. Well done. Great putt. And now he has this for the birdie. Wow, he needed that, Frank, in the worst way.
Interesting to see what's ahead from now, whether that was just a flash in the pan or the start of something good.
Frank, the Old Course all about avoiding the pot bunkers. They're so nasty. This is a good example here, the 9th hole.
Yeah, the pot bunkers really to be avoided are the ones in the middle of the fairway, but there are some that sneak in on the left side, plus that gorse on the left. If you can carry that last one, which is called the end hole, then there's a chance to perhaps drive this green. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That has to feel good. That's a birdie. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Starting the second 9 here at the Open Championship, Frank, with a par 4 10th.
Well, this is another chance really to drive a par 4, especially if you're a game, but you've got to hit those that tee shot a little left of those two bunkers that are just short and right of this green. But gorse down the left, you've still got to be careful. Don't just flail away. But this hole, what a great name. It's called Bobby Jones.
That is is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, we were commenting earlier in the day that this round had really gone wrong. Are you surprised that he's been able to put it back together?
I certainly am. It lost his composure, his rhythm. So really to be playing this well so quickly after that, tip your hat.
Always a chance in this game. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Well, thank you at last. A birdie. That was a long time coming, Frank.
Yeah, finally he strung some shots together. Now, if all of a sudden he can do the same on the next hole, he might just get a run going.
That will be a great look at birdie. Frank, which way is this headed?
Well, judging by his body English, looks like it's heading a little right. There is a bit of green out there, though. It's no snack, though.
This one has a chance, and he has it. Beautiful putt. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that wasn't a gimme, but it sure made it look easy. Now at the 12th, and Frank, when you put the peg in the ground here, are you licking your chops?
Well, you are, unless you're playing into a head breeze. Because if you are playing a head breeze, then you've got to worry about the 4 bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway. A touch of help, or if you're a long hitter, then all you've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker just short of this green. There is gorse left and right.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. These putts keep the round together. And in for birdie. This is for his birdie. And at last, he has made a birdie.
And what can he do from here, though? Is that the start of something? It looks like it is. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Into the tall cabbage, that ball is swallowed up. Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong he is.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough.
Should be safely on deck.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. This from 110 yards away. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. And that gives him the hole. Well, no problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14th?
Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pop bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the fourth fairway. That's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Third shot, looking for a good one. See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. He wins the hole. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Frank, you don't get it every day. The game is just too hard.
No, you've got to play with it though. The swings, the turns, you're on a roundabout.